Wendy. So, of course, you know, Wendy has been, this is what I don't understand. I feel like if she wasn't able to scam, if she didn't get the payout, if the insurance claim didn't go through, why turn her in to the police? Saying that she attempted to, I just don't understand that. Like, I could see if they were able to give her the money, but to make her, you know, she wasn't able to get the money. I guess the Nigerian scam didn't work. I'm just saying, I just feel like, you know, we got other things going on, like, you know, school shootings and church shootings and things like that, that we could use our police resources to really go after people who have, you know, duped the system. Now, here's the thing, too. I'm not giving Wendy a pass because Wendy out here trying to clean up, I guess, her image. And so it was just noted that she was fired from the university. I guess that, you know, that's where she teaches at. I don't know. But here's the thing. For her to come out and say that, oh, I chose to step down, I wasn't fired. I'm like, here's the thing. If you're submitting false insurance claims, trying to claim money on rings that you're still wearing and purses that you're still wearing and staging robberies, why on earth would you quit your job voluntarily after you just bonded out of jail? After you told them crackers you didn't have no money? Like, what kind of sense does that make, Jasmine? Like, why would you quit your job if y'all needed money? Y'all just got back from Jamaica. You just submitted false insurance claims. And then you mean to tell me you're going to walk in with your pride and your shoulders held back and your edges unglued saying that you don't need your job? After you just made bail? Girl, bye. She quit before she got fired, she quit. I did that before. I did, and that's how I wound up on YouTube. Y'all got to thank a white girl for that, okay? Because I came in, minding my business. I was late. I was just trying to see what my section was at season 52. She told me to get out her way. This ain't YouTube. You just don't barge your way up in here. You don't run this. And so I decided to run her ass on up out the restaurant, and she ran down to HR, and they was like, you're going to have to submit a statement telling us why you call her a cracker. I said, because she's a cracker, but I'm not about to fill out no paperwork. So you know what I did? I said, y'all, I quit. And I better not catch your ass outside. Her ass gonna run behind the car because we got off at the same time. Done got me fired. I was minding my business. That's what happens when you lay up with black men and they you know, you think you can check me just because that black man told you he wished you was me, but he can't stand us because we don't know how to submit. So yeah, Wendy probably pulled a Tasha K. That's why we're here now. So thanks season 52. Thank that white girl. Matter of fact, I ran into her boyfriend the other day and I was like, hey, you still with that girl? I said, hey, you still with her? He was like, I said, she watch you all the time. I said, does she now? Does she? Okay. I said, you with a black girl now? Absolutely. I knew it. I know you Negroes. I know it. That's why I called her cracker, to remind her who she was. Anyway, but Wendy, stop the cap, Wendy. You didn't quit. They fired you. It's embarrassing. Now, she does still have her gig over at Real Housewives of Potomac. I know they're going to eat that up, okay? And so I'm sure that they're going to be they're already picking up some A-B scenes, some after, because, you know, the series is already shot, so they're going to pick up these scenes. They ain't finna wait until next season to do that. They finna get that right now, and we will get the full story, and nothing but the story for Help Us God, but I'm sure that she'll self-deport before they put her in jail, so they ain't asked for no doggone. I know a $50,000 bond, they ain't asked her to turn in no passport. This is all state. I don't even think this is federal. This is all state stuff. She'll be fine, so anyway. All right, moving on, guys, moving on. I hope you guys are enjoying it. How they doing in the comments? They ready? I feel bad. Huh? They said what?
They're concerned about Wendy's wig.
It's always like that, though. This is why I don't like, I'm going to be honest with you, I feel bad for saying this, and it's probably going to turn me off so colorist. I hate when dark-skinned women got tattoos, and they got wigs, and the glue is white. It's sort of like, I feel like they didn't make tattoos for dark-skinned people, and I feel like they didn't make wigs or the wig glue for dark-skinned people too. And that's why, look at her edges, your edges are white. That's from the crust. That's from the gel. And then they try to put makeup over it. It's like we can still see it. It's just crusty and brown and dark brown. You know, I go back in time when we was using Dudley. What else was we using back in the day to take care of our hair? You know what I'm saying? That's why I cut mine off, because I'm not finna do this. Y'all ain't finna catch me out at no comedy show, at no hosting gig with no glue rays, and I'm sorry. But we had Dudley. What we have? Dark and Lovely. Who else? Blue Magic. I still use blue. I got Blue Magic on these waves right now. Look at them waving at y'all. Y'all see? Look. I got Blue Magic right now, baby. Play with me. It does magic. Yeah, we put some of that oil, that petroleum oil, that Gulf Coast oil on our hair. Now they talking about relaxers and shit done cause cancers and everything. Last time my grandma died with a relaxer and a Jerry curl at the same time. My grandmama did. Somebody, oh, this is healthy. I believe it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel that wearing other people's hair, and y'all gonna get mad at me. I know y'all finna drag me. It's fine. I done wore fake hair before. It's cool. But every time I wore it, I felt different. I didn't feel like myself. I felt like I was trying to be whoever it was that the hair came off of. I started going like this and stuff. I started going like this. You know, you go like this. I started going like this. And I was like, I feel that energy is transferred. And so whoever they shaved, whose head they shaved, whatever issues and stuff they had, for some reason, I felt like I was carrying those issues. I'm like, why am I all of a sudden all timid and insecure and going like this and always fixing my hair and stuff? And no. So I stopped. I'm stopped. And then it itched too. I got an itchy scalp. Every time it's sweating and everything, I itch. Whole wig be shaking. Whole wig. No. Don't be mad at me, y'all. I know y'all wear wigs and stuff. I love y'all. And so I'm just saying that's just my own experience. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Moving on.